It's week 1 of the 2024 season, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
It can hold over 82,000 fans and
Alright, guys. We're going to have to try our best.
here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. It's Brandon Powell with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the open, right, week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet to get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Addison going to motion over left. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Tyler Newbin with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold to throw. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Darnold now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that kid? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's
The
caught
defense.
on the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Into the hands of Jefferson. Complete.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion.
Oh,
I get a win.
God.
As a defense, I keep everything
I
in
like
front of me.
taking
I
their
tackle for
time.
a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They'll come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. All right, Brock getting a look now at their draft class from this year, and some haters on the outside for this class, but I know inside the building, they're real excited about this group.
You know, one thing, Kate, I've learned, meeting scouts out on the road, especially on the college level, I'll talk to them, they'll say, different organizations, like, yep, this guy's a Raven, yep, this guy's a Seahawk, yep, this guy just fits who we are. The elite programs, they don't care about the noise on the outside. When they see a fit to their team and their organization, they go get them, and that's what I see in this draft class.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 5 yards.
I can't wait for our turn.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Jones. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Has it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Jones. Gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Right, ready to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged
Oh,
up.
no.
We hope it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he does quite a bit
That
of
was
damage before they finally
an
take him down.
interesting play.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Look, he tried to catch it.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh,
When receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But kid, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far.
Can we win? I mean, it's still anybody's game.
Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. And the defense gets there.
He is not that fast.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here's Locke. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the
I'm a
points, but at
coach,
least there's something
and
to show
we're
for the possession.
losing.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Powell now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
They're trying to run the clock out.
They send him left out of the slot. Hands it to the receiver here in motion.
That's
Look at
good
the sweep.
defense.
And he's brought down for a loss. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now, off play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Giants football. Here's Luck to the air.
I pressed the button.
And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Trying again, following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
Okay, didn't work that time.
Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
We got a lot of stuff to work on.
It breaks down in today's football. Like back in my day, last century, you check down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are. But the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Micah McFadden able to make the play. So 3rd down. Giants trotting out 6 DBs in the dime set. Throwing here, Darnold. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Vikings with a chance to boost their lead. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now Darnold escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11.
Guys, we got to fight.
Right, ready to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Almost the completion of the wrong team there. So 2nd down coming up. Lock. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting
I should have chose 4-win.
Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
We cannot even score a touchdown with this quarterback.
To throw, here's Darnold. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're set up at the 35 now. Darnold looking to throw. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Has it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Smith able to put it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He put everything he had into this one. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That brings us to our... The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Locked to throw it. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually. So second down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Locked down. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Giants will have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here we go, shot.
Locke looking to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Neighbors with a catch. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York! The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Powell now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchdown.
All right.
The return comes out to the 30.
We might have a chance, guys.
Ready to set up shop again. Their first
Maybe,
drive
I
of the
don't know.
campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 48. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. This is ahead for about 5. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the 38. Jones reels it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Oh, he's going to run for it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense.
Touchdown, Minnesota! Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
We don't have a good team.
Right, ready to send this one away.
This is going to be a challenge. I'm rebuilding the Giants
Starting
to a
from
Super
5.
Bowl.
Now bottle
If I don't get by.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush is...
Yeah.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Locke. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. To throw, here's Locke. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Into traffic, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing his lock. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New set of downs for him at the 38. They are throwing it again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. The 30. The 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Reichert on for the point after.
We wanted them Clover.
And the Vikings
How is that even possible?
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The Giants and Drew.
Our quarterback is at 6'5", though.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Makes the grab in bounds left side. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Lock to the air. That one's cut along the left sideline. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
He's our only good player on offense.
Sidelines watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And they bring him to a stop with this run, gets him into the red zone, down to the 15.
And our running back,
now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Lock. We've got a screen to the running back. And this one doesn't go far. Everybody rushing back to the line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on him. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Jones once more. Through the 2nd level at the 40. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Vikings looking like they'll start this season with a win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is Jones.
That's good defense.
Doesn't materialize. He's caught near the line of scrimmage. 3rd and just 2 to go. They give to Jones, right side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They put a receiver in motion right. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
So the Vikings